What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Ice Armored Kerav. Look at it! Look at it! No, I'm joking, it's me, Mong, but as you can see, I got the Ice Armored Kerav. So just before I get into this video again, I'm recording a ton of videos in this so-called recording session, so at any point you see me further progressed or a little bit less progressed than the previous video, it's just because I've mixed and matched when they're being uploaded and obviously made live for you guys. So I've got a blue diagonal, but that's not what we wanted. There's a separate video on that. We want to take a look at this awesome Ice Armored Kerav. Before I get into his stats, guys, before I get into all of the details of the mount, look at this. Oh my god, if I liked armored dragons, if I like dragon mounts in general, then you like them 10 times better now. Like, this is absolutely insane. Now, I have to say, I was going to sell this mount. His stats, in my eyes, aren't particularly too useful for me. So I was going to sell him, and he's worth like 1k gold, but I didn't. I thought I'd get a video out so you guys can see what he looks like, all of his buffs, and all of the info on this guy, because he's absolutely insane. Like, in terms of the armor that he's actually got on him, reskin, he's got like this helmet on, he's got a spiked neck with all of his wings covered, so you can see like the original Kerav skin underneath the bluey wings and the bluey tails. But then it's just covered with this whole, like, back spine of armor with 2 spikes coming out there, and then all of the spikes covering his tail with a nice, like, whitey, glowish aura to him. He looks absolutely insane. In terms of flight animation and just what he looks like during flight, he flies the same. He's got this sort of purple lightning to him as well. Look at that. That's really cool. So there's no difference, because I remember when the Kerav first came out, when the Bone Forth and everything first came out, a lot of people were really interested on how the mounts actually fly, because I know like a few of them, especially like Skeletor and is it Evoke? Wyvoke? I think it's Evoke. They like bob left to right as they're flying, and a couple of people really don't like that for some reason. But this guy, he flies like the Kerav. Now, in terms of skills and abilities, he's obviously got the legendary, oh god, aura, which is just helps you shrug off environmental effects. But then we've got the Frozen Might, the overall buff. I don't know what this can be at max level, so I will put a caption or a little like GFX on screen now of the differences between max level. I think move speed goes up to 20% and overall attack goes up to 30%. I'm probably going to sit here, edit it and be like, oh damn, I was wrong, but it's still nice. You're getting an overall attack, overall critical damage increase, and then a nice move speed increase as well. So for rogues, I'd say especially, this would be really good. Rogues. For assassins, sorry, it's not called rogues on here, is it? It's rogues on World of Warcraft. For assassins, this would be really good. You're increasing your move speed so you can be more nimble, overall attacks being increased, and you got more critical damage. But I don't know whether I want this guy as a mount or as a pet, because as a pet, he's an offensive pet. He's got a high DPS, 288, and he's got a lot of DPSing abilities. So 400 to 600 damage, 500 to 700 damage to Ice Storm, and then Ice Breath, 500 to 300 damage to health every 1 second. So does that heal you? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if it heals you or not, but really when it comes to mounts, you're looking at the passive buff. Now, do I want that over my blue diagonal? I don't know, but when it comes to Trauna, when it comes to Atius, these high ticket raid bosses, at the moment you need as much damage and as much DPS as you can do. So I think having the Ice Armored Kerav as a mount at the moment would be the best option, since my Grim Cargyle only increases attack by 30%, so they would be around the same. They'd give them out the same amount of DPS, but obviously this guy looks a lot more badass. Now, you can get familiar skins for this guy, but in my eyes, I would buy this, or I would get the crates to try and get this, just to have this guy, the Ice Armored Kerav. He's not the fastest mount in the game, the Grim Cargyle is, and fixing a skin or applying a skin to him won't make him the fastest in the game. So you're really just getting rid of the armor, which is kind of why you wanted it, is it not? But guys, ladies, fellow Mongs, that has been Ice Armored Kerav. Oh, sorry, before that, he's got a move speed of 13 and a max altitude of 1.2k. So a little bit higher than the average at the moment of 900, 1000-ish on mounts. And his move speed's rather rapid. My Grim Cargyle's only 14, or a base speed of 14. And he's only one less than that. So if you get a skin on him and you get a set on him, he can be quite as fast, but he won't be the fastest. So obviously you don't want to get a skin on him to replace the armor, like I said. But if you're going to get if you're going to get this for yourself, I would suggest trying to get the crates, and so you can get other goodies with them. Or they're about 1,000 gold on the AH at the moment on my server, so be sure to save up all of your pennies. But thank you for all of the views. We've just hit 1,500 subscribers, so expect a video on that soon. And until then, thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. Look at his red eyes. That would be the perfect thumbnail.